The following is a production of Cary TV, the Town of Cary's government access channel. You're watching Bud TV, the monthly program that keeps you informed about what's going on in and around Cary Town Government. This month on Bud, driving through Cary should be getting easier. Call when you can, text when you can't, and learn all the rules of good Petiquette. All that and more right here on Bud TV.
Sorry I'm late, guys. Traffic.
Then there's good news for you, Chuck.
That's right. Soon the town will begin upgrading the 10-year-old ATMS, otherwise known as the Advanced Traffic Management Signal System.
The ATMS encompasses 27 traffic cameras,
over 100 miles of fiber optic cable,
and 189 state-of-the-art traffic signal controllers.
Our system helps us fine-tune signal timing,
react to traffic incidents more efficiently,
and maneuver cameras to better identify traffic issues.
All of which will help improve the flow of traffic, Chuck, and increase safety.
That's good to hear.
In the project's first phase, we'll test the traffic signals and closed-circuit television cameras along Highway 55.
Drivers shouldn't notice any changes as they travel through this area.
and later this summer, we deploy the complete system.
The total project cost is estimated to be $2.9 million.
And funding for this project was approved by Cary voters as part of the 2012 Community Investment Bonds referendum.
For more info, search Traffic Signal System Upgrade at townofcary.org.
With so many different types of plastics, how do you know which ones are collected by the town of Cary for recycling? Well, I'll tell you an easy way to remember what to include and what not to next on the Conservation Corner. Our Cary Recycles program accepts over a dozen types of materials for recycling. So, in an effort to reduce the amount of unrecyclables or contamination found in our carts, here's an easy way to remember which plastics to keep in and which ones to keep out. The easiest way to know which plastics are accepted is to remember this. Only include bottles and tubs labeled 1 through 7, including the lids. So, what is a bottle? Well, the simple rule of thumb is that a bottle has a neck smaller than the body. A tub is a small plastic container. Think margarine tub, yogurt, or even sour cream. And don't forget about that lid. Lids are accepted if they are back on the tub or bottle. In addition to bottles and tubs, we also accept certain types of rigid plastics labeled number 2. A rigid plastic is a shape other than a bottle or tub and includes only the items on this list: laundry baskets, lawn furniture, 5-gallon buckets, storage containers and lids, 18-gallon recycling bins, garbage cans and carts, and soda crates. Only these specific rigid plastic items, labeled number 2, can be recycled right now in our program. And please remember to remove all metal pieces. Now let's look at the plastics that are not accepted for recycling. Plastic bags of any type are not accepted in your recycling cart. This includes chip bags, food wrap and packaging, Ziploc bags, and bubble wrap. Drink and food pouches are also not accepted for recycling. Clamshell containers, as well as takeout and frozen entree containers, are not accepted for recycling. Stadium cups, straws, as well as plastic utensils and hangers should all be kept out of your recycling cart. All of these are considered contamination and can actually send a truckload of good quality recyclables right to the landfill. But reducing this contamination is easy when we follow our Cary Recycles program guidelines and list of accepted materials. You can download our Cary Recycles brochure for reference by searching recycling at townofcary.org or call us at 919-469-4090 to have one mailed to you. HOAs and civic groups can also call to request a recycling presentation for their neighborhood or group this summer. So remember to put the correct plastics in your cart. Less contamination actually means we recycle more and helps us maintain a cost-effective and efficient program. I'm Shrishna Guilford, and I'll see you next time on the Conservation Corner.
Call when you can, text when you can't.
Huh?
That's what the Cary's Emergency Communications Center wants you to remember now that the town supports text to 911.
That's right. As long as you're within Cary Town limits, you can now send an SMS message to our 911 center.
Simply open a new message, enter 911 in the recipient box, and follow with your location and emergency in the body of the message.
And remember, when communicating with our dispatchers, refrain from using slang or abbreviations.
And keep messages under 160 characters.
At this time, only text, not photos, videos, or multimedia, is accepted.
Don't worry, you'll receive an automatic response if texting is temporarily unavailable or if you're out of the texting service area.
Because texting can be delayed in both sending and receiving, it's best to use this feature in only very specific emergencies.
Like when it's unsafe for you to use your voice to call 911.
If you are unable to speak due to an emergency.
Or if you are deaf or hard of hearing.
Remember, texting 911 does not replace calling 911 for emergencies which pose an immediate threat to life or property.
Nor does it replace calling 919-469-4012 to report non-emergencies.
With your support, it's just one more way we can work together to keep Cary one of the safest places in the country to live, work, and raise a family.
For more info, search Text to 911 at townofcary.org.
The Town of Cary is now accepting applications to fill over a dozen vacancies on 6 of its 7 citizen boards and committees. Applications are accepted through June 30th and can be completed online. For details and to fill out an online application, search boards and commissions at townofcary.org or call 919-319-4508. Now let's take a look at this month's meeting calendar. A work session to continue discussions on the town manager's recommended budget will be held on Thursday, June 11th at 4:30 p.m. in conference room number 10035. Also on Thursday, June 11th, the town council meeting will be held at 6:30 p.m. in the council chambers. The planning and zoning board meeting will be held on Monday, June 15th at 6:30 p.m. in the council chambers. On Tuesday, June 16th, a work session to continue discussions on the town manager's recommended budget will be held at 6 p.m. in conference room number 10035. A town council special meeting to continue discussions on the town manager's recommended budget will be held on Monday, June 22nd at 5:30 p.m. in conference room number 10035. On Thursday, June 25th, a town council meeting will be held at 6:30 p.m. in the council chambers. For more meetings and events, log on to townofcary.org and click on the calendar icon.
With summer quickly approaching, pools, lakes, and the ocean become popular destinations to cool off and have some summer fun. Sadly, more than 3,500 people each year in the United States die from unintentional drowning while participating in these activities. Children under the age of 14 are especially vulnerable. To keep yourself and your family safe this summer around water, follow these important safety tips. Whenever possible, swim in pools or areas that are supervised by a lifeguard. Use the buddy system and try to avoid swimming alone. Never swim if you have consumed alcohol. 70% of adult drownings involve alcohol. Be an active supervisor anytime children are near water, regardless of their swimming abilities. If you host a party involving water activities, consider designating a responsible adult to serve as a lifeguard. Stay within an arm's reach of young children. If you have pool toys, store them out of sight of young children and away from the pool. Always install safety fencing around your pool and hot tub. Have approved life-saving devices such as a hook or a throw ring nearby. Water wings, pool noodles, or inflatable rings are not safety devices and should never be used instead of a life jacket. Consider swimming lessons for everyone in your family. Finally, if you have the chance, take a class to learn CPR and first aid. Seconds matter in an emergency. Quickly starting CPR or other first aid measures oftentimes leads to a better outcome. I'm Captain Alicia Dismuke with Cary Fire Department, bringing you this month's Hot Tips.
What's that, Brady? You want to go for a walk? Okay, let's go.
Hold on, Sarah. Remember to obey the rules of Petiquette.
Petiquette?
Yes, Petiquette. Like remember to keep Brady on a leash when he's off your property.
It's a $250 fine if you choose not to do so.
And let's not forget a vaccination against rabies.
Yes, cats and dogs 4 months and older must be vaccinated against rabies.
And must display a pet ID tag that the town issues.
For a one-time fee, you can purchase a pet ID tag at any of our community centers.
And we all must remember to scoop the poop.
It is neighborly to pick up your pet's waste.
And it's required by our ordinances.
Not only is it unsightly and stinky, it can also transmit diseases, harm the environment, and negatively impact water quality.
And can we banish the barking?
As a matter of fact, it is against our ordinance for a dog to bark continuously for 15 minutes in any 30-minute period.
And again, let's be respectful of our neighbors by keeping the barking to a minimum.
One way to do this is to refrain from leaving your dog outside unattended.
Think about installing a doggy door so your pet can come and go as it pleases.
Our ordinance prohibits unattended tethering of dogs in our town. So don't leave your dog tethered if you're not outside and supervising it.
Alternatives to tethering are to bring the dog into your home, fence in your yard, or construct a pen.
If you have any questions or concerns about animals in our community, call our animal control officers at 919-319-4517.
That does it for this month's Bud TV. If you have any questions about stories you've seen here, you can email us at feedback@townofcary.org or call 919-469-4007. And remember to tune in to Cary TV 11 if you're looking to find out what's going on in and around Cary Town Government. This has been a production of Cary TV. Visit the Town of Cary's website at townofcary.org.